Hey guys, Chad here with Midlife Classic Cars. Today we're doing the top 7 imprint racing books that I read. A lot of these books I have in my personal collections, and all these books are currently in print and easy to find at midlifeclassiccars.com. None of these are going to be involved in the technical series like the Carroll Smith. So if you're learning how to race, I recommend the Carroll Smith box set or any of his books that you can find on our website. This is just going to be strictly racing history. So the first one is, I've been collecting these forever. This was a 23-24 auto course. It's all F1. They also make this for a motor course. I should have grabbed that one too, but it's all on motorcycle racing. And basically it's the history of what happened the past year, I guess not just the history, but the story. If you like Drive to Survive, this is a little bit added. It has some of the drama in it. It does go into a few other racing series in the back, but it's mainly predominantly F1. Any of these for any years, I have them on my favorite years, and also check out the motor course one. Okay, the next one is going to be NASCAR 75 years. I've been reading this one a bit as far as someone that's been getting into racing myself. In oval racing, I've been going back and learning more history about NASCAR, even though I grew up at the Charlotte Motor Speedway 3 miles away. We go to Bowman Gray. I just wanted to learn more about NASCAR, because even growing up in Charlotte, I grew up around a bigger track, and I'm really finding out the short track stuff is where all the fun's at. And a lot of the early bit of NASCAR was racing at short tracks, and so this is a good book to read about to get on to get into NASCAR. The next one is the Drag Racing Rebels. And it's pretty much about the AHRA, and it's just another good history book by Cartech. As far as drag racing, they have a lot of great drag racing books, a lot of original black and white photos, original color photos in it. It's just a good one to read. This was probably one of my father's favorites, is the Trans Am Racing History. Big fan of the Trans Am series, especially from this generation. This is another one. Great color photos all inside. Stories about Mark Donahue and all those guys racing in here. Jerry Titus, and all the different Trans Am cars. A great one. All right, this is another one. This is just a sports car and racing and camera, but they make these for a ton of different years. They make them on Formula cars. I think they also make them on prototypes too. We have back in there. This is a great one. They cover a bunch of different years. The inside is very high quality text. They come hardbound. But yeah, this is the 60 through 69, and they have other versions you should check out, depending on what type of racing series you're into. Next is the new Jim Hall and the Chaparral book. This has been a really popular book for us. It's mainly about him and his life and the cars he designed and stuff. So it's not just, you're not just going to read about his Can-Am cars. It's there he is in a Formula style car and everything, and then it goes into the Chaparral race cars that we all know from Can-Am, and it breaks down, like here it's showing like all the different tricks he was using and stuff, and yeah, it even goes into some newer stuff here. But check this one out. This one flies off our shelf. And the last one is, this one's, because I've been to Le Mans, I loved going. This is just another great history book. It comes in its own box. A lot of original photography, black and white and color on the inside. And just a great read, great coffee table book. And they did a great slipcover for it. And everything. Also, I'm going to get in here and show you a few extra books on our website. I didn't feel like pulling them all out. Other racing style books I'd recommend. So let's take a look at those. All right. So here at our website, Midlife Classic Cars, you can see here we have a bunch of different racing categories. But if you just click racing, it's going to show you everything. And I'm just going to go through some books you should be looking at. This How to Win a Grand Prix, this just came in. I haven't had a chance to read it myself, but that's a brand new book. Love the Ken Miles book here. That's another good one to read, the story of him, and we sell that one as a box set. Big fan. A lot of the people like the Drag Racing Model Kits book here. Arnie the Farmer's a big seller for us. Let's see here. This is the other Ken Miles book here that comes in the box set. At the beginning, when I was saying we're not learning, we're talking about history, but that's a Carol Smith book there. Any of those series I would recommend. Another big one would be the drag racing gassers. There's some great out of print gasser books out there. They're kind of expensive, but this is a good one to start your collection with. The Ford That Beat Ferrari. I mean, that's really a one that anyone should read. That's a GT40 fan or Ferrari fan, or anyone that was a fan of the movie. This one's the Ford versus Ferrari. I can't remember which one the movie. I mean, the movie's kind of loosely based off both, I guess, but I would check both of those out. The Hawaiian, that's another good drag racing book. The Can-Am one I like a lot. I like to look through. The reason I like these photo archives books, like the Can-Am one, then this Porsche one here, and the Indies of the 50s. Maybe that you can see it's original photography. They're not restored cars, and so you see original photography in this style book. And I'm really into that. Like to see what things really look like. Yeah, they're not going to be in color, but it's just really cool photography to see what they look like at the time. The Herbert Platt book is pretty popular for us. This one is not exactly a cheap book. That's a great history book on those Porsches. The F1 Mavericks, I enjoyed that one a lot. That was a good one, a good book. Any in this series that they make a ton of different ones. I think we've already scrolled by a few. That's great. The Shark Nose, that's another one that comes in a box. It's just a great, highly detailed book. Corvette special editions, Mustang special editions. I've mentioned both of those before in an earlier video. Great series. Here's the Le Mans book I was showing you a minute ago with the Owl of the Slipjack. That's what the book, or the box, I guess I should say. That's what the book looks like. This is another great series. This is smaller versions of these books here. But this was a great one. They have it on the GT40 Mark II. Let's see what else we got here. The modified stock car racing. That's a really popular one. Lola is another really popular one for us here. But you can just see the Healy 3000. I've read that one. That one's in my personal collection. We just got a lot of great racing books. Racing Infamy is a good, if you want to read a good history and everything, that's a good one. We just have a lot of them. Here's the Formula One in camera, the other years of the sports car in camera, other great series I love to read. Let's see, this is another beautiful book, but not cheap. It's just rare and hard to find. Yeah, you can just see we got some unusual stuff in here too. All the Porsche Le Mans is a good one. Yeah, just a lot of good. Here's some more of the Carol Smith, the Triumph Racing book, the Jaguar Racing books. Some of the motorcycle racing, but they're usually in a whole nother series section of the website, I should say. See, here's that one series. They got them on the Lotus 18 and the lightweight E-types. Sell the mess out of this book here, Porsche Spider original photography. This is another good series. They're getting kind of hard to find if you can find any of these. This Le Mans series is very good too. I collect these. Very once again, just highly detailed photos, a lot of original photos with some restored cars, but mainly original. And then we're getting into some of the rare and out of print books. One way to know if a book is out of print on our site is you see, we have a discount. If it's not discounted or have a show a before and after price, it's more than likely it's out of print. Like, for example, the Merchant Speed, that's one of the best books I've ever read, and it's out of print, and you see what they're going for. And some of our box sets there. But yeah, a lot of these are getting into the rare and out of print, but just great books. This Ferrari, we sell a fair amount. This is actually a newer book. But another one we sell a fair amount of copies of. Like I said, a lot of these are just rare and out of print. So check them out if you're looking for stuff that you can't find. You should look them up further down. The Drive to Crime. It's just great stories of people committing crime with racing and cars. The Shelby book here is another popular one. But you can see here we have some of the older auto courses down to 2003. We also have them in different conditions. So some of them have ripped covers, some of them don't. And here you can see some of our box sets starting to pop up. This is another good one where you get the Pinnacle and the Drive to Survive book with it. But yeah, you can just see a lot of great books. You know, seems like it's never ending. We can do this whole thing again in racing. This one just came out a few weeks ago. I mean, we can do this whole thing again in motorcycle racing. Sorry, but this one just came out a few weeks ago. And hopefully it'll be a big seller for us, like some of the other ones have been of that series. But you can check it out. But remember, all of your books ship in boxes. So if you got this book here, it's going to ship in a box to you. And we make sure to put it in a plastic bag, then put tons of padding on it. So, you know, you can always assure your books are going to come in good condition from us. And please like and subscribe to the video. If you like this video, please like it. And if there's other book series you want my personal opinion of what to read, like I said, the ones at the beginning of the video, those are the ones that are currently in print. I'm currently reading. They're kind of sitting by my bedstand right now that I look at night before I go to bed, or if I'm just lounging in the house, I'll read. But yeah, let me know if there's another series you want to see me do, and we'll get some more made for you. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good one. Please like and subscribe, and check out midlifeclassiccars.com. Thank you.